All right, ladies and gentlemen, if you can go ahead and take your stand behind the podium there.
From the time I was a boy through my professional life, manufacturing is in the fabric of my being.
Without your support, we wouldn't have had pension reform.
The skill set that I will bring as your governor will be that of a citizen legislator.
We in Illinois have become as hostile to business as any state in America. Right now, the Republican Party is mostly a weak underling, a weak subsidiary of the Democratic Party. We're living on the crumbs that the Democrats throw us.
Revenue may need to be on the table, but I will tell you as the governor, I will not sign any revenue into law that is not a part of a comprehensive, verifiable, long-term solution to the finances of our state.
Would you cut Medicaid?
I would work towards where we can in regards to efficiency in Medicaid.
Unfortunately, AFSCME sued to get control back for them and the government, and the reality is their folks were part of the problem in the original Medicaid management process.
Scott Walker grabbed me and he said, you know, Kirk, it's great that you guys are taking care of pensions down in Illinois, but Medicaid is your state's largest expenditure. We spend more on Medicaid than we do on education. You got to get a handle on Medicaid. I've called for a constitutional amendment that requires the General Assembly to pass a balanced budget or they don't get paid. That's a game changer beyond description.
When we've got specialized funds, the money should stay there and go to the purpose that it was designed for.
I concur in regards to public-private partnerships. I think those are the type of private and public partnerships we should look at, and I think Ileana is a direct example of that.
I voted for the Amazon quote-unquote tax. That's what we need to do. We need to realize that there's mechanical and technological ways to collect a tax that's due.
And I'm not one of these politicians like Mr. Brady who votes for all the spending but will never vote for the revenue.
My voting, if Senator Diller wants to defend his vote for video poker, he can.
How do you bring this state together?
You know, I grew up in Lake County. I've built businesses in Cook County, and I come from a small-town farming family.
You know, if Chicago does poorly or doesn't look well, it reflects on every one of us all across the state of Illinois. And the one example I specifically note is on a Monday morning when you get up and you see the news or read your newspaper and you see how many African-American kids were shot over the weekend during the summertime, reflects very poorly on us.
We live in an area that is the worst handgun crime area in this nation, which is why I passed a resolution in the Illinois Senate asking that Dick Durbin and Mark Kirk require the U.S. Attorney to crack down on gun violence. Yeah, we can put Alderman Beaver in jail, spend millions of dollars prosecuting him, while kids are still dying on the street.
My wife and I were married in a small farming community in central Illinois, but I announced my candidacy for the governorship in a 3-flat graystone that my immigrant grandfather lived on one floor. We lived in another, and then went down to Decatur to announce my candidacy in central Illinois. We have got to make Illinois the capital of the Midwest and retain our competitive advantage, which we have lost.
We've got to have a governor who's bold, a governor who doesn't pander on pension reform, a governor who doesn't pander on the income tax, a governor who doesn't pander on energy resources.
You know, I'm the only Republican running for governor that's actually been able to win in this state on the statewide ticket. This was a blue state before I got elected down ballot as state treasurer, an office that we rarely ever elect a Republican into.
Many traditional Democrats have come to me and said, Bruce, we love your message. You're a unifier. You're a leader. You've driven results on jobs and school reform your entire career. We're with you this time. Quinn's failing. We've got to get him out.